job being a banana. So good at being a banana. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So good. Good morning. Morning, Palin and Kai. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Zara. I had this thing where I was just finishing some work and morning, Max. I was just finishing some work and it was like 3 minutes to render and it was 4 minutes to 10 and I was like, oh. So I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to get it done and I'll be a little bit late. But the video is like rendered and sent off for checking. So yeah, I just thought that way the person has the person receiving it has a chance to check it and make notes that I can do after the Banu stream. So sorry for being a little bit late. Good morning, Hansa. Good morning, Vamp. Good morning, Tom and Emma and Ellen. But it's done and it's okay. It's okay. I think there are going to be there's some changes I already want to make, but hello, handsome man. Morning, Striker. But yeah, it's I was doing like a different what's wrong? Doing a different thing to normal, so it was interesting to do. It's nice getting to like mix things up. I was just watching High Rollers Erois. I'm nearly exactly a year behind. Well, that means that you have, a good year to catch up before the end. And then by the time they've started a new one and they're in the new studio, you'll have a good buffer of things to watch. So that's well planned on your part. Morning, Vasha, and good morning, Nerd Friend, and good morning, Monmouth. And you really want your breakfast, don't you? Chronicle and Hanny. Look at you. Look at you. Hello. They already ended. But then that means before... Wait, no. Wait, that means before they start the new one, you'll still have stuff to watch. Whereas people who are on time don't have anything to watch right now. So you've got a good buffer before the next one. Teal, thank you very much for the sub. Been a while. Hope you and the buns have been good. Oh, thank you. You too. You too. I introduced a friend to Fifi and Gerry, and the amount I was able to tell them about their personalities and habits was both pleasing and quite scary. You're sad you have to wait. You could watch some of the the recaps to if you're missing it. You really do just want your breakfast, don't you? Okay, let's give you breakfast. Let's give you breakfast. Here we go. Whoop. Oh my goodness, Fifi is that? Fifi just, as I was like getting up, Fifi jumped onto my leg and did like a parkour jump off of it. He's not been, well, I've not really spent much time with him this morning because I just got up and went straight to doing work. So I don't really know about his little sniffer. Did I actually seen that a rose ended that lit a fire under my belly? Well, yeah, I think it's good to have a back catalogue. Sometimes it's annoying when you have to watch things and just wait for the next week for the next one. What are you, German? You're working so much. Hansen, can you explain the German thing to me, please? Because it was that guy, that TikTok guy. I was watching a TikTok from him this morning and he said something and I was like, what? And he was like, oh, it's a German in-joke. So maybe I shouldn't know. But he said something about, I can't even remember. They said something about like, oh, I'm being a train station or I'm all about a train station. It was something about a train station. When he was, oh, I'm going to have to rewatch it to remember. Morning Fish. I can't think what it was. It was like someone interviewing him and in English, and they were saying like, oh, so you've lived in Germany for 9 years, what about this? And he kept on just saying this stuff and they're like, what? Like he was like, I'm gonna make some sport, and they're like, do you mean you did some sport? And he's like, yes, the same thing. But there was just the one moment at the train station I was like, I don't understand. We say I understand train station, which means we don't understand store. Okay. Okay. We make sport all the time. I like that those sorts of things are popping up. Well, like those sorts of things, but also really weird things are popping up on my TikTok feed. I don't like it. I like those things. But then I'm also just getting really weird things that I don't like, and I think I've got to the point where I need to redo my algorithm again because it's not good. But yeah, I think it's because I don't like things. I mean, I like them, but I mean, I don't press the like button on them, and then it doesn't learn what I do like. It's like, I don't know why you've scrolled past this, if you liked it or if you didn't. Talking about lying on warm concrete, the other day it was really windy, and all of the pigeons that normally sit on top, they normally sit up high, they were all sat, like, nesting on the floor. And I was like, oh, is it because you're just keeping your little bums warm whilst it's really windy? Because the floor was warm. It was very sunny. Just very windy. Good morning, Rob. Morning, Shadow. Jerry's mane looks extra voluminous today. He's so scruffy. I can show you. I was giggling at this yesterday. But he's got... Oh, would I be able to show you? So you see that? That is like his coat coming through. This shows just like how deep his floof is, because you see that like that that is where his floof normally is, and then he's just got this like, oh, he's got his extra thick coat on still. Morning, exec. How you doing? But yeah, bless him. I was thinking I might actually start taking a brush to him now, because I think he is getting to that point where he might need it. There's only so much defloofing I can do by hand. But yeah. Oh, it is so rainy here today. And also, because we've still been having the windows open, there was like mysterious roadworks that happened. Like, I remember waking up, it must have been like 6:30 or something. And there were just so many roadworks going on outside. And I remember thinking like, oh, Bunstream will have extra noises today. But then it didn't work. It didn't work. It's not here now. So, but I definitely didn't dream it, because Alex was like, why were there so many roadworks this morning when we woke up? So, morning Ginger, morning Darwincy, good morning Owls and Dominion. But yeah, like, it was just very naughty. But you know when you're like half asleep and you're like, so you're vaguely registering that it's going on, but you're also not, it's not like you're fully awake to comprehend it. It was like that. But yeah, it meant that I had very active dreams, I think. Morning, Bassett. Because my sleep was like slightly disturbed, but I can't really remember any of them. I don't think it was about the bingo this time. I don't think. But I don't know what it was about. Oh, I'm always half asleep, but it might be to do with being a dragon. Fair dues. It's tiring work, guarding your hoard. I love when Phoebe's mouth starts going, it looks like she's talking to you. She just reminds me of little Teddy Ruxpin when she does it. I'm going to Bristol tomorrow. What's the first vegan place I should visit? Oh, have you been to Pastan yet? You may have to book, but Pastan is really good, and I don't know if it would have been there last time you were in Bristol. You haven't? Oh, would recommend. Or if you're feeling fancy, well, actually no, Pastan is quite fancy. If you're looking for a more brunch type place, East Village Cafe you can just walk into. It's so good. And they have the tiramisu pancakes at the moment. So would recommend. Would recommend. Phoebe's mouth reminds me of old people who play with their third teeth. I think I know what you mean. I had a weirdly vivid dream. I was in a SWAT team raiding a mansion. Then we decided to leave and go cryptid hunting. Oh my gosh. Maybe posing as a train conductor in order to get people's fare money. Oh, that's such crime. Such crime. Yeah, the tiramisu pancakes. I've not tried them yet, but I've watched 2 friends get them and wanted to get them whilst I've been staring at them. So you could become the third. You could do it. I once had a dream that I thought was me waking up and looking at my phone half asleep. I saw in an email on my phone that Betty White just died. Turns out it was an entirely dream. Betty was alive and that email didn't exist. It is odd when you get things that are like so not like insignificant, but just such like everyday things that you do sometimes just take them as fact. Because why would you have dreamt it, sort of thing? Are you responding, Vivi? Are you telling me what your dream was? Morning, David. Hello. 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 Oh my goodness. Ooh, Lee, thank you very much for the raid. What were you up to? What are you doing? Come with me, what, to the food places? Oh my gosh. Don't tempt me, Frodo. I am working from... the way I said that and paused, it made it sound like I was saying, I am working right now. No, I didn't mean that. I'm doing the bingo, so I'll be busy until 8 tomorrow. Working so late. I keep accidentally doing this. I keep accidentally doing, like, triple streams on Fridays. You're doing retro? What retro games were you doing? Back to 1999. Dungeon Keeper 2? Oh my gosh. Oh, out of interest, were you playing on the... Because I know it's on Xbox Game Pass, but it needs the launcher. Is it like the EA launcher or something? Were you playing it through that, or were you playing it by other means? Because I tried it years ago on that launcher, and it just was not optimized, and it did not work at all. It was bad. But I'm curious now, because I would love to play that game again. I'm curious now if it would behave. I do still actually just have the disc of the game, so I could Sam, thank you very much for the sub. I made 1 stream this week. Thank you for the 26 months. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe that's a way to try it. Have I ever played Doom? No, not on any pregnancy tests or anything else. I've not played it. Morning, Lifelike. What's the deal for the bingo tomorrow? If there is rules, have been excited. The rules, as far as I know, are oh geez, Shadow, that sounds like the sort of like streamer dreams that I have. I have dreams that I am like, and my computer's gone live or something, or I'm streaming on my phone whilst I'm on the loo or something like that, like those sorts of worky, stressy dreams. Wait, what was I saying? Was I saying about... Oh, the bingo. The bingo is... So, as far as I know, the only rule is that if you're going to play a game, you have to start a fresh save. So it can't be that, like, you know, load into your super powerful Skyrim character that can just go and... I don't know, why did I use Skyrim as an example? I don't know anything that happens in that game. But, you know, you can't just... It can't be like, do a boss fight, and you go in and you kill the boss first time because you're max level character or whatever. You know, I think it has to be fresh saves, new characters. I think that is the only rule. Shy Bees, thank you very much for the 30 months. Good morning. Which actually is a good point, because in my trying to prepare for this, I was thinking, what if one of the things is do a boss fight? And I was thinking like, oh, I'd just do it on this game, that's fine. But now I'm like, oh no, start a new character. Okay, back to phase 1 of the 1000 step plan. We don't get to see the bingo card until like 5 tomorrow. We'll be seeing it when you all get to see it. So, yeah, it's just gonna have to be what it is. I guess at least that way. I mean, sort of everyone is, what do you call it, in the same boat, I suppose. Oh, look at you. I'm just gonna hope that my knowledge of like small indie, easy to quick to download, wholesome games might come in handy. But most of the games that I think about now are games that are on my wish list that aren't even out yet, so I don't know how useful it's gonna be, because I'd probably just spend the whole time thinking, oh, well, I could have used this game if it was out yet. What games will be in the bingo? Literally any game you have. There's no restriction on the games. Played Up, you could play Played Up. You could play... I was wondering if demos count. Because, I mean, they are games. So if there's one that's like, become a possum and steal pizza, then I will know exactly what game to play. I mean, I think demos should count. Maybe that's like living outside the box. Thinking outside the box. Not being in a box. What is the saying? It's like not being in a box. But I am worried. I'm worried that what if you just freeze and can't think of any games? So yeah, we shall see. What if a bingo square says play a demo? Oh my gosh, well then you've done 2 at once if you do something else in a demo. Boxing outside the brain. Maybe I should just buy the bundle of every single sock pop game ever and just hope that they have some things that you can do in it. Maybe. I don't know. What is a game? What is it? What are games? Just buy every single game. Fifi, you want smooshes? You're asking very politely for smooshes. Yeah, you are. Oh, you're so beautiful. So beautiful. Good morning, Chewy. Oh, look at you. What was I gonna say? Well, if there's a game, like, what if the thing is beat a boss fight or something? What is a game that could, like, that you could... Because my go-to would probably be, like, Hades, but then I'm like, would I be able to do that in Hades if I'm starting afresh? I don't remember if I mean, it took me a while to beat Megara. Like, the first time. But then again, maybe that's like a... But then, what counts as a boss? Is there... I guess that is a boss, but then is the final boss? I don't know. Again, it's one of those things that as soon as I start trying to, like, oh, I'll just try and prepare for this in my head, there's no preparing I can do. The preparation is... It's all things that I would be expecting. So it's like when you get visited by your imaginary friend and your imaginary friend is trying to teach you something and you're like, how are you teaching me this? And they're like, because you already know it, because I can't teach you anything that you don't already know. It's like that. I can't prepare for anything that I can't think to prepare for because I've not thought of it. I can only prepare to the things that I'm prepared for. I don't know. Saw some people playing Zelda Breath of the Wild bingo, and it's a great amount of chaos. I do love bingo cards. Like the plate up one was good fun. Are you here for second breakfast? Oh no, it's time to be real. Gerry, I'm really sorry. We're gonna miss Be Real today. I know how much you love being real with me, but I'm afraid today we're just not real enough. We're too busy being real to be real. Hello. Oh yeah, Scribble Knots. I've got that on my DS, but I don't think we can play DS games. I don't think I'll be able to play Switch games because I won't be at home, so I won't have my setup. Morning, Nightsham. Oh, is it on Steam now? Oh. And was it the one that's similar, like Max and the Magic Marker? Similar vibe, I mean, it's a very different game. Is part of your problem being in the office and not having stuff installed? Yeah, I'm going to parsec in today and get a bunch of stuff installed. I've captured my confusion over the spreadsheet I have open in today's Be Real. Take your Switch with you. Well, the problem is it needs to be able to be seen on the screen. Because otherwise, it's all got to be legal. It's being what are you both doing with these blankets? It needs to be proven and monitored. So yeah. Needs Elgato game capture. It do. They've got one in the studio, but they don't have them in the recording rooms. Good morning, Dave. But I think that's fine. I'm gonna have like all of Game Pass games, all my Steam library, all of there's a few games that I know of that are literally just browser games. Maybe I'll play Chucky Egg for 2 hours. If one of the bingos is collect 20 eggs, then I'll just go on to Chucky Egg, Solitaire, Minesweeper. Minesweeper's a boss battle in itself. There you go. What's the other ones you get on Windows? Like Mahjong, is it called Hearts or something? What's it called? Tetris, Pac-Man, Pinball. So many games. These are the ones I have to bear in mind. Fast boss battle would be Binding of Isaac. I don't have that one. I've never played Binding of Isaac. I've cross-stitched the little cryy guy. I made a cross-stitch of that for Nowsy years ago. But I've never played the game. Good morning, Loboto. Hope you're well and Arnhall is still with us. Arnhall had a wonderful time yesterday speaking for Arnhall. I mean, he's not with us because he's in the office today, but he got to like overtime. We got to like overtime day 11 or something, and we were still going. So he did very well. Some say he's still on overtime to this day. He's still working now. Hello. What's the plate-up version of a boss battle? Trying to persuade Alistair to put spaghetti in the game. That's the ultimate plate-up battle, which I take on for everyone else. Oh, Gerry is EP. He EP. That's fine, Gerry. It's very grey today. It's very rainy. It's understandable to be eepy. Fifi, on the other hand, is recharged. Hello. Probably get to the first Peglin bus in a reasonable time. I would trust myself more to get to Slay the Spire, I think. Bosses. Or, I wonder if Wild Frost counts as a boss. I wonder what the wording of it is. You just find that game that Lewis is in and defeat him. Oh, is that like an army thing? Oh, shooty, pew pew, strategy, fighting, doodah. Hello. Spyro boss. Who's the first Spyro boss? Isn't it the Scarecrow guy? What's his name? Is it the Scarecrow guy who's made of sheep? Is that the first one that you encounter? Well, I thought there was going to be like quite a big bonus points for if you used the most games, where apparently it's just 1 point. So part of me is like, would it be worth it? Would it be worth actually using the most? Because I was thinking that's part of the challenge, is like to use the most games, but I don't know. Now part of me is thinking maybe it would be good to just focus on, I don't know. I'll do what I always do. I'll focus on having a good time. And then if I win, I win. If not, I've decided I'm gonna buy lunch tomorrow, so it was all worth it. That's my treat for tomorrow, because I'm doing 6 hours in a row, is that I'm gonna treat myself to a bought lunch. I mean, I know technically you always buy lunch because I did buy the food that I eat in the house, but you know what I mean. A fancy lunch from Pret. A manger. I'm gonna munch Pret. Not ooey, not that fancy. No, I really like the Pret salads though. They're like my favourite lunch if I'm treating myself. Is the Pret falafel salad. Oh, it's so good. You get this like little like lemon to squeeze on it, and there's all like lemon dressing as well. Oh, it's so good. So good. You get pomegranate seeds. I think I'm just impressed by anything that has pomegranate seeds on it. What if ooey? Oh, but what if ooey is too heavy? What if that slows me down? I need salad energy. I mean, that's what Fifi thrives on. Look at her. She's got chaos for days. This is what I need to do. I need to channel this Fifi chaos. Who will be taking part? I'm not actually sure. I can tell you that Kirsty and Rydian are not taking part, because those are the only people I know for sure that aren't. So, what if Uwe provides the energy you need for all that gaming? Oh no. What if by not going to Uwe, they go out of business? Oh, see, this is true actually. Uwe is an independent, whereas Pret is a chain. I mean, Uwe is a chain of 3. Does that count? 4. There's 4 Uwe's in the UK, I think. What if pellets? I just sit there with a little bag of Banui pellets. No, I'm only joking, Fifi. I would never steal your breakfast. I mean, by that logic, I should go to V-Burger, because they are an independent chain of 1. So maybe I should have V-Burger, because that is nearer the... Where is it nearer the office? Or is it... Any Bristol people, do you know if Baldwin Street or Wapping Wharf are closer to Queen Square? I have a feeling they might be equidistant. Maybe Baldwin Street is slightly closer? I can't picture it on a map. Baldwin Street is closer? What kind of names are those? They're real places. They're real. Whopping Wharf. It's spelt like WAP. W-A-P. Whapping Wharf. It's a really hello. It's a really good place for food. Whopping Wharf is lovely. It is very lovely. Get everyone in the office to order from a different place and have a bit from all of them. Make my own meze. Last night I had to describe Olive Garden to a Brit because she said she was going to an Italian restaurant, and I said there's at least it was better than Olive Garden. Other chatters joined in to describe, and it was funny. I've heard of Olive Garden. Why was I listening? Why was I looking at Olive Garden the other day? Ooh. Someone had said something, and someone had replied, I thought you said Olive Garden, and I can't think what the original person had said. This is a very boring story. Whopping Wharf is very popular with foodies and shipping enthusiasts alike. It's a very nice place. There's like, what is it? Better Food Co. They're nice. Loki Pokey. I don't think that's actually how it's pronounced, but they do nice healthy bowls. And V-Burger, which is lovely. And I still technically have a 30% off voucher for V-Burger because I used it before and they never took it. So I'm like, did you want me to use it again? Or at the back of M Shed, yeah. Yeah. The breadsticks are not free anymore. Oh, I love breadsticks. Mini Pizza Rover. There's, what is it? Daily Noodles. Monkeys versus Gods. I think that's a place in Whopping Wharf. There's a place that I can't think what it's called, a burger place. It's called like Smash or Splat or Squeezed. And the vegan burger there is called the Legs Akimbo. But I've not had it. But I've heard it's very good. If you're... Monkeys versus Gods is not real. No, it is real. It's up the top bit of Whopping Wharf. But yeah, it's a mushroom burger that I've heard is very lovely. So if you're ever in Whopping Wharf, I mean, I'd suggest to just go to V-Burger. But if you're feeling fancy, I'd suggest going Legs Akimbo. At this point, your restaurant will have the most success if you call it Burger Place. There's quite a few of those too. There's like Burger Theory and Honest Burger, and there are so many burger places in Bristol. I'm always surprised that so many can exist amongst so many others. They hunt in packs. But yeah, good morning, Mexicals. How are you doing? But V-Burger is very lovely. V-Burger is like a cheap and cheerful ooey, I'd say. But it's still very good. But they do like mini burgers, which are still pretty substantial. So you don't feel too bad. I've mentioned this so many times, but I wish ooey would just bring back their Caesar salad. Because it was always my go-to, and then they got rid of it. And I was so sad. And one day... And like every summer, I'm like, they're going to bring it back. It's summertime now. It's salad time. And they never do. Sad. It's absolutely bucketing it down outside. It is so rainy. The word burger is not still meaning to me now. Do you have, what is the thing? Oh, what is it? Satiation, cervical satiation. What's the word? Semantic satiation. That's the one where you've heard the word too much and it's lost meaning. Jerry's got snuffs again. My poor little baby. My poor little baby. He's sniffer. But yeah, that's the that's the word. I'm just worried about the boy. Maybe I should have taken him to the vet today. I saw an article recently, I think it said burgers are Bristol's most popular takeaway food. It must be. There are so many places. Can't move for burgers sometimes. But yeah. V-Burger and Ui are the best. I don't like when burgers are too full. This is my boomer rant. But I just don't like when you see food that is just too much. And sometimes you get that with burgies where it's just too many layers. Like, just keep it simple. And you're like, how are you actually meant to fit this into your mouth? And it's the same with those, like, what are they called? Like freak shakes, where you get like a milkshake, but then they stick like a donut on top of it and then cover it in whipped cream or something. And I'm like, how are you actually meant to eat this? This is too much. It's just too much. No. Look at your little wiggle sniffer. Going like the clappers. See that Burger King burger from Thailand? It's just 20 slices of cheese and a bun. That's just too much. I'm an onions and ketchup only burger eater. I mean, I'll accept lettuce and mayo. And that is as intended. You really dislike mayo in burgers? Yeah, see, that's probably people like me's fault. I love it. I love it. The one I get from V-Burger, it's this like breaded burger. It's like a breaded seitan burger, and you get garlic, mayo, and lettuce in it. And for me, that is like perfect. That is the perfect balance of burgie. No. Satan burger, yeah. Yeah. It is yum. Yum, 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 yum. I never really get the like, because you get the burgers that I guess are meant to be beef and the ones that are meant to be chicken. And I always go for the chicken style ones. I never really tried the beef style ones. I think because you can get nice ones in just the freezer section, like Linda McCartney ones, so it doesn't feel as much of a treat as the chicken style ones are usually corn. Not in V-Burger and Ui. I think the Ui ones are seitan. I don't know if many places in Bristol use corn. I know, like, what you call it, the Greg's sausage rolls, I think they're corn. But yeah, burgie places don't tend to go for it. Not like specialist burgie places. Keep meaning to try and make homemade seitan. Apparently it is really easy to make. Fifi, you're very jiggly. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. You're getting hungry. Me too. I've not had breakfast yet. I was lying in bed looking at the time and I was like, I can either get up and do some work or I can get up and have breakfast before I do the bun stream. And I opted for doing work. So now I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. But it does mean that I get to have a wee break after the bun stream because I'm just waiting for feedback at the moment. Although there are changes I could go and make. Truth be told. But yeah. Don't really have anything exciting for breakfast. Breakfast with the buns is a lie then. I mean, I've never had breakfast on a breakfast with the bun stream. I don't know why I called it that in the first place. The first time I ever did one of these, I don't know why that's the name I went for. And then I just stuck with it. And it has been ever since. Really, it should be called The Buns Have Their Breakfast. But it was their breakfast. It is. It is. But that's just... I mean, I guess they're having breakfast and we're with them. Does that stand? Had vegan grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato bisque. Bisque? Bisque. You're beautiful. You are. You are. There's not many people I would say that to whilst they lick the floor. You are. He. On BBC Breakfast, they aren't eating with you. That's true, actually. Okay, I don't feel as bad now. Good morning, Rob. Yeah, they've not had their treats yet. They have not. They can do now. Now Gerry has stopped his sniffer. Okay. Gerry? Do you want... Oh, he do. He do be wanting, but I do have to walk past you to get to it now, I'm afraid. Oh, they've both left. Way! Okay. Oh, don't let me hit you on the head with this. She's fueled up and all ready for chaos. The treat was coriander, so the flavour of treat was soap. That ding was for the waiter to take it away. Yes. Seconds, please, waiter. My bowl is empty. Ding. It's a little break and now she's back to work. Back to very important, busy work. Oh. I need to order them more soil because I think the soil that they have now is sort of past its best. So Phoebe's like, you think? So I need to, but I've asked on my bunny group twice if this one particular type of soil is suitable for bunnies, and both times no one's responded, and I'm like, do I ask a third time or do I just get them a different type? Because the type that I get for Giulietta, if I could just get it for the bunnies as well, that'd be good. But yeah, I don't know if it is suitable. Morning, Molly. But yeah, maybe I will just get them some standard soil though. But I want to get 2 bags of it this time because I want to try. I'm going to try growing them a grass tray indoors and just see how it works. And it won't have any drainage, which is probably a problem. But can you ask the vet if you're taking Gerry? And I suppose I could. Yeah. Because it's like, the one I get for Giulietta it's like cocoa fiber soil. And it is, I mean, I know it's obviously safe for hamsters, but I think that's because it's safe if they do ingest it, whereas I don't know if that would be the same for Banus. Good morning, Gecko. But yeah, I want to give them a dig box with soil, but then also do them a grass tray that they can have the soil tray whilst that one is growing, sort of thing. So hopefully. And then in a few days' time, In a week's time, actually, I think, someone's coming to clear the garden. So hopefully, if it does grow, I can then stick it outside or grow them another one outside. And they can have their little... In fact, maybe I could start ordering stuff for their outside now. Raptor safe soil. Yeah, the soil that I get for Giulietta is the same I used to get for Belly. Because it was like the same substrate that she would have in the bottom of her tank. So I would always I used to get it for Squeak back in the day, but I would get one of the bricks and I would, so you get the brick and then you pour like 3 liters of water over it and it expands really quickly. It's really cool. And then you mix it all up and then I'd put half of it in the bottom of Belly's tank and then I'd put the other half in Squeak's tank. So it worked out quite well that they both liked it. But now I just get it for Giulietta. And I was planning to, because she really enjoys digging in it, I was planning that I was going to redo her tank and make sure a fifth of it had soil in so she could dig around in that. But then this message came through about her possibly having someone to adopt her. So I held off doing it. But now I've not heard anything from them. And I'm like, do I do her tank anyway? So I might message them today and just be like, any news on this? But then I don't want to harass them because rescues are very busy. But I do feel bad that Giulietta hasn't had for the first time yesterday when we were holding Giulietta, she actually sort of stayed a little bit still very briefly. Because I was talking to Alex about her. He was like, if I didn't put my hand in front of my other hand, would she just stop walking? And I was like, nope, she would literally just keep walking and fall down because that is what hamsters do. They just keep going. He was like, why? I was like, I don't know. They're just full of energy. They just keep going. But yeah, she did actually stop very briefly for a little bit. And the other really cute thing was, as a joke, I was like, she was right by the wall of her playpen. And I was saying, wouldn't it be really funny if I lifted the playpen up? And he was like, no. And I was like, yeah, it would. And I lifted it up and she slowly walked out the playpen, looked at him, looked around, and then she just turned around and walked back in. And I put it down again. He was like, did she go back in? I was like, yep. But usually she seizes her chance and escapes and just runs around the room for ages and becomes impossible to catch. But yeah, she decided against it last night. She was like, nope, going back in. But she's, I think she is getting more and more used to us day by day. We've been a lot better at handling her than we were with Squeak because she is ever so slightly slower than Squeak was. Squeak, you were literally she was trying to hold one of those slippy water-filled rubber things. She would just keep on you'd be constantly just struggling to keep up with that. Occasionally she would stop and eat food in your hand though. So she would sit still for that, whereas Giulietta doesn't. She doesn't really like having food when she's picked up. But yeah, Homs. One day I'll get to look after a slow boy Hom. And they will just plod. Is the whammon. The whammon that a water balloon hose. No, so basically they're imagine cylinders imagine a long donut, but it's made of rubber and it's filled with water. So when you hold, I'm not going to do the hand motions for this because it will be very questionable, but when you hold one, it just slips. Water snakes. Yeah, like that. When you hold it, it just slips through because it keeps up the motion, and the quicker it gets, it just that then gives it the kinetic energy to keep on going. It's like that. Um, childhood memory unlocked. Are boys slower than girl homes? As a rule of thumb, I mean, you might get some sort of more placid women hamsters and more quicker boy hamsters, but as a rule of thumb, boys are a lot more docile in homes than the ladies. The ladies will just have all the energy in the world, and they're very hard to please, whereas boys will be a bit more cuddly. You have no idea what this is? Oh, I can't think what to tell you to Google to try and find one. But yeah, they were just like a classic like gift shop kids toy. Google water snake toy. Yeah, try that. See if that might demonstrate. And then hopefully you'll see why I can't try and map it out with my hands, because it would just look not good. Same rule of thumb applies to geckos. Gina was always very chill and lazy. Tamarin's been digging up her tank, climbing the walls. Almost ate my hand a few times. I mean, maybe the best demonstration I could give is that is a boy bunny. This is a lady bunny. But I think this is very specific to Gerry and Fifi. I don't know if it's Oh, then again, no, I think it is a rule of thumb. But it's because, like, with bunnies, it tends to be like the ladies are like the homemakers. They're in a matriarchal society, so the ladies will like dig the warren, get everything ready, go out, choose a man, drag him back, and start a family. Whereas, so I guess like the boys are just sort of himbos, just sat around waiting to be chosen. That's what Gerry's doing right now. I see what a water snake toy is. They were always filled with slippery gel rather than water. Okay. Yeah, I think we just always had like water ones that were... Although I never burst one. Buns are the original man bringers, yeah. So yeah. Do. Burst one. Yeah, to be fair, I've never burst one either. So I've neither birthed nor burst. A water snake. Oh, Fifi. Bunny World is just like the Barbie movie. I am quite excited to see the Barbie movie just because it seems like it'll be like a good popcorn film. Good entertaining hokum. Oh. She was about to walk past the bowl then, and then she just remembered it was there. Like, oh, has it filled up? No. Come on in, Chef. There she go. Ugh. No, I don't want to see Oppenheimer. That's not really like my sort of thing. Oppenheimer? It's a short O, isn't it? Oppen, not open. Yeah, look how knackered you are. Are you eepy? Have you made yourself eepy? Still have to go and watch Asteroid City. I've never really liked a Wes Anderson film, so I didn't go to see that one either. Long day at work, true. Long day digging those blankets. They're not going to dig themselves. What was the treat? It was coriander today. Or cilantro, if you call it that. Too quirky? Just a bit like, I don't know if quirky is the word I would use. Well, like, I like quirky, but they on the quirky, wanky end of things. That's what I don't like about it. It's like pretentious quirky. That like it just doesn't do it for me. Um yeah. It's just not my sort of thing. Cranky. Yeah. Wes Anderson films are too cranky for me. It probably doesn't help that there's what's that one? The submarine one, and I don't like this is controversial. I don't like Bill Murray, so I think I was sort of turned against Wes Anderson films because of that. What's it called? Doctor thingy. Life Aquatic, yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't keen on that. I mean, I've watched a few of them, and but I always feel very underwhelmed by them. I'm trying to think of a quirky film that I do like, things like The Science of Sleep. Like, I would say that is a quirky film that doesn't have that sort of Wes Anderson taint. But that's, I've forgotten the name of the fella who directed that. It's not a French movie. The director has a very French name, but I can't think what it is. But he also did Be Kind, Rewind, and he did quite a few music videos as well. And yeah, it's, are you biased because of the Jingle Jam Bill Murray question? Michel Gondry, that's the one. Why don't I like Bill Murray? There's the question. I don't know. I don't know what turned me against it. It's a French cast as well. Isn't the main guy's Spanish, isn't he? Oh, Gabriel Garcia Bernal, is that his name? He's but yeah, I think everyone else might be French. Maybe. But yeah, I've just never really Pip, thank you for the Gail Garcia Bernal, yeah. Maybe it was Groundhog Day. Maybe that was what turned me against Bill Murray. I think it was when I was watching Groundhog Day as a child and he kills the groundhog because they drive off a cliff together. I think from that day forth, I was like, I will never be friends with Bill Murray. Maybe that was it. I don't know why. I just have a bit of like a reaction to him. I get the same with Harrison Ford. There's something about them that I'm like, Oh yeah, I don't like Lost in Translation either. I didn't enjoy that film. But I don't think I've seen Grand Budapest Hotel. Harrison Ford didn't kill a groundhog. He's just a bit too forceful with his kisses in films. That's what makes me uncomfortable with Harrison Ford. I think just every film I saw him in as a child, there's at least one scene where he seems a little bit pushy with his advances, and that turned me against him. But those are the roles he's given, to be fair. But I think that turned me against the man himself. He's an aggressive kisser. It put me off. Him as a concept. But maybe he's a lovely guy. I don't know. I've never met him. But in like Indiana Jones and Blade Runner and any Bond actor. True. Although Pierce Brosnan, I get the feeling, is a nice guy. I like Pierce Brosnan because I like when he says, maybe you shouldn't be living here. And that's one of my favourite things ever. So Bronholm gets a free pass. He stayed with his wife forever. Yeah, precisely. Seems like a nice guy. The others I can't really comment on because I don't know them very well. Don't like Sean Connery. Don't like... I mean, Daniel Craig seems okay. What's the other one? Roger Dalton? Is that a Bond? Timothy Dalton? Have I just combined... Oh, Roger. I just combined Roger Moore and Timothy Dalton. Well, these Bonds are the same. I don't really know anything about them. I just know I don't like Sean Connery. As a kid, I liked Roger Moore most as a Bond. I think Bronholm is probably my favourite. Just because of that maybe you shouldn't be living here line. That's won it for him. Daniel Craig's Bond is a much more realistic Bond. I've never, to be fair, I've never watched a Bond movie. I've seen bits of some. I used to really like the Jaws guy because I thought he seemed nice. The massive murderer with the metal teeth. For some reason, childhood me was like, he'd be a nice friend. But I tried watching a little bit of the Daniel Craig one, and I watched it not long after having seen the new Mad Max, and I just found the cinematography not good comparatively. I think Mad Max set a higher level for action films than had previously. There's me talking about films being wanky, and then I come out with a sentence like that. But yes, Gerry just ran over and sniffed me and then ran away. Am I stinky? I think I'm stinky. Well, I guess it is time for me to run away and have breakfast. Fury Road had a lot of passion there. It's more just the simple thing of central framing for action films. So you don't have to look around. Whereas with Bond, you're like, oh, he's running over the left now. Oh, he's running to the right. Oh, there's an explosion. It's just too much. Whereas if they centralize the focus, you can take so much more information in. Stop running, Bond. What if Bond just stood still? Huh? What about that? What if he bonded to the floor and stayed still? Shall we go to Viz? What if James Bond films were just like one-man shows where he just should stay center like he does in the intro? Precisely. Just have the whole thing like that. Just have it. Just have that for an hour, actually. It would be so much better. I'd watch it, just like the circles randomly appearing on the screen, and then he turns around. You'll never know when he's going to turn around. He's like, what? Pew! Well, everyone, have a good day. I'll be back at 2 probably for more dinosaur game. Unless something else takes my fancy in the meantime. But be good. Anything you want to say, Fifi? And look after yourselves. And yeah, I'll see if I can show you Gerry one more. Gerry. The boy. Yeah, look after yourselves, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Oh, she stopped digging anyway. She EP. What if we don't want to look after it? You have to, because you're worth it. Look after yourselves. You're all very lovely. Isn't that right, Fifi? Hey, Box. Yeah. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 So vibraty. Phoebe, why do you keep doing this? Just tuckering yourself out so much. Oh, little one. Raid gun, nice. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Boop. Boop.